Let us to start in our presentation. At the first, our presentation will be from 2:30 to 3:30, and the question and answer will be 10 minutes at the end of this session. Inshallah, it will be at 3:15, and also the last 5 minutes it will be for your kind feedback, inshallah, to introduce ourselves and myself also for the future seminars. At the beginning, you better to use the Chrome or Firefox program to be easy and smooth movement for my slides. Don't use the Internet Explorer, maybe you will face some problem. Also, you can make delay any downloads, any other downloads. Question will be at the end of this session, inshallah. At the beginning, to use this online program, to make the full screen, you can choose this option, and the chat also. If you have any problem in your connection or something problem, and if you face any problem, you can also send us any comments on this chat. Question there, if you click on the question part, if you have any question, inshallah, I will answer you one by one for all your question. Also, at the end, for the polls, we need your kind feedback. As I told you, we need your kindly feedback to improve ourselves also from polls. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. This is Mohammed Kettane. I am working on Fisher for 2 years, and I was working in facade and steel field before Fisher. I have bachelor in civil engineer in Jordan. As you know, most of you know Fisher, and you know the services what Fisher do for the customers and the client. One of the services, the design and calculation support for all cases, training and seminars, and also the demonstration and mock-up at the site for the new systems. Also, we make a seismic solution for the when the seismic it's required. Also, our all material we deliver it at the site. As you know, also the Fisher have a wide range of products. One of them, the chemical anchor, the mechanical anchor, also the nylon plug anchor, also the green fixing for the green building, and the ACT, the facade system, the advanced facade system for the stone, the installation system, what we talking about it today, inshallah, in detail, the fire stop, also the insulation fixing. Inshallah, what we're gonna talking about today, inshallah, the first thing, the types. We have a different types of the false ceiling. We will talk about it, inshallah, and the fixing, secondary support with different type substrate, for example, concrete, hollow core, steel, whatever. The fixing inclined false ceiling for when you have an inclined ceiling. Also the solution for that. Also the most common problem we have faced in the site when we installing the false ceiling, that the congestivity for the MEP. When you have congested area for the MEP, you need for sure a solution for this problem. The first of all, I want to start with the types of the false ceiling. We have many types of the false ceiling. This false ceiling, we call it a baffle ceiling. This is contain of the slides, of aluminum slides, supported to the runners in longitudinal and transfer direction. And this also, we have a limitation of the supporting hanging point, so we need to carry about this topic. The other type, gypsum board. This is gypsum board. Most of us, we know the gypsum board ceiling. This is the common ceiling type. And also we have a new type here, we call stone ceiling. This is stall ceiling. This is completely system from Fischer facade system and Fischer installation system. This is comprehensive for both systems, and we got this special solution for the particular inquiry from the client. Also, this is another picture for the baffle ceiling with stone cladding. This is also the stone cladding from our system, facade system. This case, before its cladding and before the ceiling, you can see here the false ceiling, the secondary support system is the channels from here, and can you see also the different in level from here? So we need make a solution to make a complete system for the cladding system and the false ceiling also. Why we need secondary support system? As we discussed before, that we need to minimize the hanging point for the system. In general, the baffle system, it's very sensitive, and we need to make the distance between support very small to avoid the deflection, because it's easy to make any deflection for the baffle ceiling. So we need to carry about this one, about this point, and minimize the support distance between the hanging point of the baffle ceiling. Also, we have also problems with the congested area of MEB services. Sometimes we cannot, we don't have any access for the ceiling. So when we have a congested area on the MEB, we cannot make a threaded rod for the ceiling directly. So we need some secondary system to make our hanging system for the baffle ceiling later, and then with the long span we can support our system as a secondary system. Also, we have irregular base material. We have a hollow core and steel beams and inclined shape of the ceiling. So this types of the ceiling, we can solve it inshallah in the next slides, and I will show you some cases. I will show you some cases of the solved cases by Fischer. This one of cases, this is a corridor in Riyadh Metro, and as you see, this is, imagine how much the height from the ceiling and the congestivity of the MEB service here. Can anybody try to make any direct contact with the ceiling? There is no way to contact the ceiling here. So we found a solution for this one. We will talking about it inshallah in next slides. Here also, can anybody also in the chat also propose any solution for this case? You have a duct, huge duct here near of the wall, so we cannot access. We cannot make a threaded rod here through the hole here, or if we put here, the first support will be very long on the limitation of the runners of the baffle ceiling. Here also one corridor also in the Riyadh Metro with a steel beam. Then also they call us and they want a special solution for the spans. We have, as you see, there is a huge spans and distance between the beams. So if you try to install the baffle ceiling directly, you will face a problem because there is no ceiling and access point to hang the threaded rods, each 1 meter or 1.5 meter as per the requirement for the baffle ceiling. Here also we have in Riyadh Metro the under escalator. We have inclined ceiling here, and the baffle ceiling is straight, but the ceiling was inclined. So you need something to make the baffle ceiling straight when you have inclined substrate. And inshallah, all of these cases we will discuss about the solution for it in coming slides. Also, we have here complicated case when you have an inclined an inclined ceiling when inclined orientation also for the beam. So the beam itself is inclined and the ceiling itself also inclined. So you have complex inclined here. So also we propose this solution. Inshallah, we will talking about it in next slide. And this also we have here a very long span from this beam to this beam. So we need to make a secondary support system here to ignore any deflection here or or any problem in the deflections. Okay. Here, one of the type of the ceiling. This is gypsum board ceiling, and as you see, this is the limitation of the hanging point. This is the runners, longitudinal and transverse runners, and this is the gypsum board, and also this is the hanging point. This is the hook, and this is small thread rod to hanging point. As you see, the hanging point distance, it must be not exceed 1 meter and 1.5 for deflection wise, because if we exceed this limit, we will face a deflection, and all of you you know that if any small deflection in the interior finishing, that will be a pier. So, anyone can see it easily. So this system will be very sensitive, and we need to make the hanging point close to 1 meter, 1.5 meter. This is the general idea for the connecting between the runners and the our system. The secondary system it's a thread rod with hook and nut and washer. It's very simple. Okay, as of Fischer team and design team, we trying to find a solution with consideration of many things. The first thing is the flexibility in the site. We cannot provide a solution and the system, and you cannot install it in the site. So we care about this point, and we consider that in our design, it will be a very flexible to install it in the site with minimizing the drilling point and without welding. All of us, we know that the welding and drilling is very difficult in the site, so we avoiding this issue. Also, the most important point that will be for the most economic solution. We providing a most economic solution by minimizing the sections of the FUS channels and minimizing the number of the drilling and minimize the design as much as we can. Also, we providing a unique solutions for the congested area with MEP services. We try to make the most and the good solution for you when you have MEP congested area. Also, when you have a long span, we can minimize the fixing point. By if you use the secondary support system, maybe you need 2 fixing point and 2 drilling point to fix many fixing point for the baffle ceiling itself. And also we providing a solution for the area without drilling and with minimizing the drilling and without welding. Providing also the solution when you have a different in level for the false ceiling. We have a complete system for the false ceiling and the bulkhead, what we saw before at the previous pictures. Inshallah, now we will go with some cases we faced in Riyadh Metro and other projects. So we will go case by case, and we will show you our solution, our most economic solution and safe. The first is safe now. I will show you the first case. Okay, the first case was, as I show you previously in the calculation, from wall to wall. We don't have any any access for the ceiling, so we propose to hang the system from wall to wall, and it was the wall at that moment, hollow block and gypsum board, and we have special anchors for the gypsum board and a special anchor for the block wall. This is the FHY. This is special anchor for hollow core, and this is special anchor HM for the gypsum board, and this is our channel FUS 41, and based on that we minimize our design based on the minimum requirement for the baffle ceiling weight and the limitation of deflection. This is the bracket SFL Fischer bracket, and our proposal was this is the wall and the other wall, so we install this channel and we hang the false ceiling from this channel, slotted channel. You can hang it from everywhere. This is the long span. Also we have a difficulty for the long span. Also we need to put many points, but we cannot put here the thread rod direct to the ceiling because we cannot reach the ceiling. The other case with the 3.2 wall to wall, also with the bigger span, we maximize that. Here we use a 41 for 2 meter and 5, and here we use 62. We make a bigger section for the FUS for the span, for the longer span, and here also to minimize the section of the section of the channels, to make, as we agreed, the most economic solution. We found a chance here to make one threaded rod to the ceiling. So if we didn't make this threaded rod for the ceiling, we will need to go to 41D double channel or 61D double channel. But we found this chance and we keep it as a 62, okay, with longer span. This is about 5 meter span. So we achieve in this one the safety and the deflection limit with most economic solution by adding this thread rod as much as we can. The next case was with the inclined wall. This is viaduct. Who's working in Riyadh Metro, he know this viaduct, and we are not allowed to make any drilling in this concrete duct. So what we propose, we made a longitudinal channels from here to here and connected with the steel beams, and after that we have here parts here and part here with inclined ceiling. So we adjust the inclined angle to right angle 90 degree with a small part fisher, we call it a swivel. Will adjust the angle and it will make it pure vertically for the baffle ceiling. This one also, this case number 5, we propose our secondary support system for the steel beams. Steel beams, in this steel beams with different orientation. We have here a long span 3.5 with steel beam here and steel beam here with a different orientation for this steel beam. So we made here a threaded rod with beam clamp, this part, okay, and here the other side we make a vertical channel with also beam clamp, the other type of the clamp, with a small cantilever here, because we have a ceiling here, it's running here and come little up from here and continue in that direction. So we need to make some cantilever here to hold this part of the gypsum board. The other case number 6, Here we have also complicated system for the horizontal and vertical channels. We have also here threaded rod here and the vertical channel here. Here there is a special detail here for the false ceiling, so we cannot extend the channel to the end to be under the I-beam directly. So we stop here the channel and make the vertical, and we make a small connection here to the I-beam to comply with the false ceiling design. Here the details. Here we have the ceiling here and become here and will stop here and become up little, and he will continue in that way. Also we have for case number 7, we have 2 level of I-beams in that way. So we have this one level and this is other level. So we need to make a secondary support system from here to here with long span 2.5. So we make a secondary support system here with a vertical and small connection like before. This is the detailed one. As you see, all of these small parts and simple parts, but it make complicated system, and it solve every problems with the false ceiling. So this is our tools what we used. It's very simple: beam clamp, channels, threaded rod. It's very simple, but the main idea and the design. Other thing, this is a 2 level with inclined. This is 2 level of I-beams with inclined. So we have a long span here around 5 meters. Also we have inclination here also, and we have small cantilever here for the design of baffle ceiling. For the inclined ceiling, we use this small part as we agreed in this particular area. This is the details. This is the cantilever, because the ceiling will come here and go up and continue in that way. And this is the swivel clamp to make the baffle ceiling in horizontal and right angle. Also, finally, we have a case for stone cladding. We have a particular area and special area based on a special requirement from the consultant for Riyadh Metro. He need a stone ceiling. So this special requirement for the consultant, we have a solution for it, and we provide a solution, an innovative solution for it by use 2 systems from our side, two system from Fischer side. This is the ACT facade system and the installation system from Fischer. So this contain of ACT. The ACT was undercut anchor for the stone. This is the stone, and we use undercut anchor. And also this is the system. This was a structural system like this, and we connect our system, our facade system for the ceiling stone with the installation system in that way. So we make a very high specification requirement, and we made a very high safety factor for this one, because you know the stone is very risky. So we the consultant and the client trust us and trust in our design, and he made it by Fischer system. I will go for some pictures, actual picture for the site, what we did it in Riyadh Metro and other projects. So this is what we discussed before. This is 2 level of I-beam from here and from the other side. So this is the small connection what we're talking about it, and we make a vertical small channel here, and the channel will continue in that way. The ceiling will come from here and go up and continue to the end. And this one, the distance, it's adequate for the required for the baffle ceiling with the deflection limit. Here we have a congested area in Riyadh Metro also, with long span from here to here is very long, and you can hang your system each 1 meter, each half meter, as you like, based on the deflection limit for the baffle ceiling system. This also we have case from here by congested cable trays with a long span between the I-beams. Look at the distance between the I-beams, the longitudinal and transfer I-beams. So we cannot make the hanging point direct to this beam without secondary support system like this channels. This is what we call it, what we discussed before. This is the beam, and this is the other secondary beam, and this is after cladding, after gypsum board cladding, this one. And this is the false ceiling also, the baffle ceiling system here, when using secondary support system, our secondary support system here. Here the actual picture for the stone. Actually this is for VIB reception for the Riyadh Metro, so they used a special system for us. We give him a complete system, and we guarantee this system 100% for the client and the consultant. This is complete from Fischer system, from A to Z. This also other picture. Okay, let us to have any question in the questions. I will answer one by one. Why would someone use stone in the ceilings? This is a special requirement for the client, and he want to use as per the design also for the stone. I know it's risky, but we are ensure him that we take a big safety factor for this one, and special system for hanging this system. Okay, how do we get access hash to false ceiling? Consider load of worker. Okay, in this case, if I understand your question, Ripen, how to consider the worker load when they catch any part of the secondary support system? Yes, we by the safety factor. We add the safety. We add around 80 factor to prevent this any fail for the system. Okay. Inshallah, we will provide you this webinar, this seminar presentation as required. Anyone want this presentation, please send us, and we will provide him this presentation. At page 49, long span. 49. Okay, let us to work at 49. This 49, there is no any deflection for the span, because he can the distance 1.5 meter, and from this side also 1.5. He can install, this is a slotted channel, he can install everywhere, every inch here he can make a threaded rod. So it will be not any deflection for the Baffle Ceiling runners. Capacity for your system, it's depend on the channel and the size channel. We have catalog, Fischer catalog. You can go to the website and download it, the Fischer catalog, and you can see the capacity for each channel. There is many capacities for each size of the channel, and the anchor capacity. We have to consider the anchor capacity, the flange, the bracket capacity, also the channel capacity. All capacities, these we make a full study for the consultant, and for you full study. We check for each bolt and part in this system, and we ensure that is very safe and with the safety factor. In this case it's different. For Mustafa, what was the deflection limit considered? In this case was L/300. This is based on the manufacture of the of the false ceiling recommendation. So we will follow the recommendation of the false ceiling manufacturer, because they test their system based on that limitation. So we follow the limitation of the manufacturer recommendation. Kindly tell me whether anchor length for the fixing grade ceiling. The anchor length is depend on the load and the base material also. So you can also calculate the anchor length and the anchor type by our program Fixperience. It's easy, and I invite you to attend any coming next seminars. Inshallah, we will make a seminars for the anchor training, and this will the program automatically he will give you the right length for the embedment depth in the ceiling. Can you please elaborate false ceiling system for high ceiling voids? Ceiling system for high ceiling voids. I didn't get the question, but Mr. Rinjan, can you explain your question, because I didn't understand it? Sorry. Mustafa, is the system designed for lateral deflection? Lateral deflection, yes. We consider in the false ceiling system, we consider the lateral expansion and thermal expansion. So we consider that also in our study. Okay, what's your maximum drop from slab height to ceiling? As per for the threaded rod, it's 2.4 meter. So for the continuously thread rod, so if you make a 2-thread rod, then you connect it with the channel. So other thread rod, it's 2.4, so it's okay. The important, it's not be continuously for more than 2.4 as per the code. Okay. Can you please send me the presentation? Okay, inshallah we will send. Anybody ask for the presentation, inshallah we will send it to you. Do you have channel size? Yes, we have a massive system also. Inshallah, we did a presentation for a seminar for our massive system. We have not 100, we have 90 books section. We have also we have 160. We are Fischer only have this 160 massive profile for their system, for heavy duty support system. How many years warranty can Fisher provide? This is as per the system. Some system we can give 5, and for the anchor we give 50 years as warranty. And we give it's depend on the system, and depend on the case, and depend on the material what you take it. Can this system work also for glass ceiling? Yes, for sure. Our advanced facade system can also use for the facade, for the glass, and also for the stone. The glass will be also special anchor, not same undercut anchor, but the same idea. It will be okay. Mustafa, do you have a special terminate for seismic load? Yes, we have. We provide a full study for seismic calculation, and we provide also full system, rigid system for the seismic movement, and we make a full study for this system seismic ratio. Does Fisher have a cross restrainer system for services pipelines above ceiling? Yes, we have MEB for the same system. We have also MEB support system. We make a full study for the normal and seismic pipes and ducts and all MEB, so electrical or mechanical. So also the main our work is MEB supporting system, and this is one of our solution. This is the secondary ceiling support. Okay, what is the fire rating for your system? Fire rating for your system. The steel itself is fire rated. Also we provide also one of our range is fire stop. We can provide you the fire stop at the joint of the ceiling, at the joint of top of wall, when you have a gypsum board or different joints. We have also the fire stop material, fire sealant. Clarification for my question below: how do you install false ceiling when the distance between soffit of slab and false ceiling levels is more than 3 or 4 meters? Okay, now I got your question. We make a secondary support system. When you have, this is the ceiling, consider this is the ceiling. We make a 2-thread rod, and later we will divide the thread rod by channel. Later on we will make other thread rod. The most important, it will not be continuously for 2.3 more than 2.3 meter continuously thread rod. So we will divide it by channel, then we will make another thread rod for the remaining distance. Can we use Fisher software to check those systems? Yes, we have a Fixperian Fisher. Also, we make many times seminars for our programs. Inshallah, next coming days also we will make seminars for the our system. We make the anchor and the installation system. Also, if you have any case or any inquiry, you can send it for us. You can send it for us anytime. So we have this ACT advanced curtain wall technique for Fisher. It can be work for the porcelain and tile. It can work for the tile and porcelain and the stone. 90 mm channel, will it work for sliding doors? Because there is a lot vibration and movement when the door is slides and fold. Please send this detail to me. Okay. We have a full data sheet for this system. It's a very huge system, and the thickness of this system for 4 mm, so it's very heavy duty system, and we use it for the AHU in Al Haram project also, for the heavy duty weights. How do you control vibration? Do you have vibration insulator? Yes, Fisher have a vibration insulator, and in this case, honestly, they didn't talk from us. They talk from other supplier for this vibration isolator. How is your steel system fire rated, and how many hours? Okay, the steel itself is fire rated, as I told you. I don't have certificate for the steel itself. My system as a Fisher fire sealant, certified by UL. UL is UL listed, and it's different by the material. It's up to 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours. So inshallah, if you want more detail and more knowledge about the fire stop material, also we will make a new session and new seminar for the fire stop material and sealant. Okay. Thank you for all. It's kind for attending this presentation, and please don't forget to give us your kind feedback for this seminar, inshallah, and please attend for the coming seminar for Fisher. Thank you a lot. Thanks.